Hi Cancer, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Cancer, this is your love reading for the upcoming 2 weeks, starting today on the 11th of February, going into the 24th of February. As I shuffle, I will start to shuffle and wait for 3 cards to pop out. Maybe it's a bit annoying to have me shuffle while I'll talk. I just want to say that I set the intention to bring through the highest, best, most inspirational, most uplifting, most beneficial, like most meaty, juicy story for you guys. And I do want to take a second to just say that I've gotten some comments about that I talk too much, about that I should just get going with the cards to like get the information out, to get the guidance out, I guess. And I just want to clarify something. At first I was annoyed, and I was like taking it to heart, and I was reading way too much into it and giving space for that. Was just a few comments, and the overall comments right now has been so lovely, like really beautiful and really uplifting and awesome. And then you pay attention to those 2 that stand out and they're really negative. But I do want to like take time and like, I saw that card. Is there something in there? Like, is there constructive criticism that, you can take to heart? And I feel like it wasn't. But what it made me understand, the contrast in it made me think about that. I do want to like tell you guys that the minute that I start to talk, the minute that I press the record button, the message is starting coming. Is not, for me, is not the card. It's not like, and this like, and go. The second I put the card down or that I look at the card, that's when the messages are getting through. I feel like life is a set of messages. Life is guidance. Life is, you're getting messages through songs, through somebody's telling you something, you're watching something on television, there could be cards, there could be stuff that I'm saying right now that has a message for you. And I do want to say it's so interesting because I was making fun of it, and the other day I was doing a reading for Gemini, and as I did, I got something in my eye, and I literally said I got something in my eye, and I did this. And then I like took it, what I thought, too far, and they said, maybe that's a sign, like, and then I got a comment on Gemini, you maybe can go in and read it, where it literally said, she was just, and it was also like, I drew a card that was an image of Paris, like really romantic, blah, blah, blah. And then this lady goes in to write like, OMG, she literally, the other day had the wind blow, and it was so windy out when I made the recording. I even expressed that it's so windy out. And she literally said, oh my god, the wind blew something in my eye, so I just had to stop everything in my tracks because it really hurt, and I really had to like get it out. And then this gorgeous man walked up to her, and she was like in the movie setting sort of thing, like, oh my god, can this be real? Is this happening right now? Is this like, it's from the movies? And he like offered to help her and she literally said to him, I got something in my eye. And then she ended the message with saying, and by the way, I'm French. And so it was just, it's so, for me, that is just, in a way, because I was describing, because it was a sort of a douchebag that wrote the comment. Had he not written that comment, because obviously it's a he, I think it's a him, I would have not gone to the length of describing what I described, like and is this now a sign? Like, because you can read into signs everywhere. She would have not told me that story, and I would not have said that with my own. And it's just, I just find it so interesting, and I just want to clarify that for me, maybe I talk too much. I don't know. I just want to get messages out, and I just want to uplift and help and inspire. And if I do feel inspired to talk, then that's my way of delivering the message. And I think it's more fun to, if I have something to say while I'll shuffle. And I don't want to pre-shuffle. Somebody said just pre-shuffle the cards and then do the reading. That's the tone. And I don't want to pre-shuffle the card because the whole point of just starting and get into your energy is like, it helps me to get into your energy while I'll shuffle, and while the second I just press record, it heightens things. It's like, you know how it is when you're doing a presentation. You're doing the presentation more on point than if when you're practicing it. You're you know what I mean. Anyway, I do want to take the time and say the message begins the second that comes through me, begins the second that I press record. And then once you stop, you're going to get continuously with messages through somebody else, through life. That's my take on it anyway. Okay, done with that. Friday, guys, 14th of February, we have Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day, guys. It's really lovely that we got to fit the love reading in the Valentine's Day week. Sometimes the cards does want to take some time to get out, and I do get a bit stressed that, like, come on now. But every time when I wait for it, when I sort of have it be exactly what it's supposed to be, it turns out beautifully. So just bear with me, take a deep breath, take a sip of water, relax. I think I'm saying that more to myself than to you guys. And we've just moved out of the Leo energy, maybe not even out of it yet. I have been feeling a bit under the weather, like a bit bombarded in a way, just energy-wise. I just realized that was during the full moon that those comments came in. Anyway. Maybe I'll just draw the cards. The best uplifting story for Cancer. For the love situation for the upcoming 2 weeks. I guess you actually just need the one card that I saw. It came out as the first card. I'm using the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue. Beautiful. And I just realized I haven't looked at that before. I just realized, and I was like, maybe I should look at who does the drawings, like who does the images. It's Radley, Valentine. Valentine. That's beautiful. See how it synchronizes? We're not going to see it because maybe you do. The program reverses everything, gets mirrored. But you see on the very bottom there, this is Valentine. It's actually the next one as well. I never thought of that. That is a Valentine person. Okay. Couple more shuffles and then will go in for it. So if there's more than 2 cards that wants to come out, I'm asking for it now. One more. Okay. So let's do, I think I want that one. What I do then is just I go through them, and the first card that sort of shines through is what I pick. And I have to say, I just did a little pre-shuffling before because I just want to, I don't know, set the intention for it. And the sun flipped over and you got the sun again. This is such a strong reading, Cancer. It's so strong. It's so strong. The more I look at it, the cards that you have on the table here, it is 78 cards in the deck. And it's a difference between there's purple and there's green and there's red and there's just a whole bunch of colors. You have 3 purple ones with the number 1, the number 4, and the number 19. And it's not a typical tarot reading, this, guys. So if you see something in there, if you know for sure that, like for instance, number 5, if number 5 comes out for me, that means life path. And I think that I picked up from the tarot readers that number 5, at least from some, that number 5 is not a good thing. Number 5 is and then I guess I heard somebody else was like, yeah, number 5 is all about progress, and like, for me, number 5 is life path. So for me, the cards that will resonate with the message that I'm bringing through, those are the cards that are going to come out. But if you see something in the cards, maybe not just for the tarot interpretation, but you see something else that is like, oh my God, I see a ladybug, or which is nyckelpiga in Swedish, or something like that, like a butterfly or whatever that stands out to you. Use that. Use your intuition. Use your solar plexus for what I'm giving you. But we have 3 purple cards, which is the border for spirituality. This is such a spiritual shift for you, for your relationships, for your whole inner being, I feel. Maybe not for your whole inner being. Your inner being is already there. Your higher self is already there. Your higher self is trying to, like, come on, let's go this way. So I should rather say this is a complete shift for you as a person. I feel like you're coming together with your inner being. And so you saw the first card. The first card is number 1, the Magician. You can manifest the life you want. I'm making stuff up. You can manifest the life you want. What you will... Men vad är det frågan om? She said in Swedish. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. And then I see the number 8, which is like the infinity sign on top of the archangel in the back there. He has like this... I hope it's not too shiny for you so that you see these. The guy back here, he has a little 8 infinity sign over his head, and to me that stands out because it's talking about longevity and infinity, eternity. So I feel like it's the type of soul, the true soul mate relationship. We talk about twin flames. We talk about, and I don't want to use the word twin flame in any other. I don't use the word twin flame, so I shouldn't even get into it. I use the word soulmate because it is a soul that's reconnecting with another soul. And I feel like when it's this type of energy that I feel, I'm so excited. I'm really like giggly. I feel the butterfly tingly feelings in my stomach. It's like it's spring in the air. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful energy. So I feel like this is you falling in love. This is you really coming together with somebody and falling in love. And this is you creating it. It literally is you creating it and understanding that it's not you just bumping around, being thrown around, just following life, what life throws at you, but rather you've really made it to this point where you have created this relationship yourself. It's like you've gone through whatever you needed to go through in order to get to this point, and you realize you've come so far, like in terms of the masterful skills that you have, that you do understand that whatever is going on like on the inside is what you're going to attract from the outside. And I feel like you're probably more whole than you've ever been up until this point in your life. There's so much room now, so much space to just bring in that like I'm so excited for you. It's like I feel like this is you like telling your girlfriends or telling your boyfriends or whoever, like your family or best friend, like, I met this person and they're just gorgeous and they're just, it's like you can't stop smiling. I can't stop smiling. The energy is so good. Yeah, so with the Magician, it's like, yes, you can create whatever you want in your life right now, but in terms of relationships, it's all about you understanding that the progress, the process that you've had on your inside, the love that you've started to feel for yourself is going to be so reflected now. It's like finally time. It's finally time to bring them home. It's time to bring yourself home. It's time for you to step into the kind of love that I feel like you've asked for forever, probably. And this is Cancer. I love you guys, because coming from Gemini, it's like I have 5 stories going on at the same time. And with Cancer, it's like it's one story that gets through. So I'm just going to stick to this story, and you use it however it resonates with you, no matter what situation you're in. Okay. Moving on to number 4, and it's yet another spiritual border. It's the purple border. So it's a spiritual border. It's the number 4. The number 4 stands for the heart chakra for me. So it's just perfect. Did I talk about new beginnings here with the number 1? New exciting beginnings, brand new start, starting over. It can be a rekindling, but when I say rekindling, it's like, and rekindle in Swedish, that would be an återförening, like you would come back together with somebody. It can mean, just when I hear the word rekindle in my head, it can be a person that you've been with before and now you're coming back with them now. But I think because it's such a spiritual energy here, I am leaning towards, and you will feel it in your heart. You will know in your heart if there's a person that you just know that you're meant to be with them. If you know that to be the truth, then that's your focus. But I feel for the majority of the Cancerian group here that I'm connecting with, it's a person that is more like from your soul tribe. So it will be a rekindling. It will be a coming together again, but you haven't necessarily been together in this life as a physical human being, but I feel like your soul or your souls has had so many journeys together, if that makes sense. And so with the number 4 here, it's all about the heart chakra, your whole energy center around the heart. It's a spiritual alignment again, understanding that it's a spiritual alignment. It's the alignment with your heart, and therefore you will be a mirror to the person who's also in alignment with their heart. And just coming together in this type of energy is just it is really beautiful. Is this the Emperor? And I just feel for tarot, I don't know what the Emperor means. I mean Emperor to me, when I read out the word, it just feels very powerful, very strong, very committed. This could mean this is your person. This is your person coming in. They're so safe there on their throne. They really know who they are. It can be reflective of you as well, or just showing that this is your energy and therefore their energy. And again, it's quite interesting how the program is mirroring. They're mirroring the words here on the card and the image, and how this kind of love is talking about how you will mirror them. They will mirror you and mirror them. That in plain English, plain Swedish, that would be, you have the same interests, you have the same passion, your ground beliefs, like the core beliefs that you have, they just completely match. It is an easygoing energy. It's like, it can just be down to the tiny, silly things. I mean, it's not like you want all that much contrast in a relationship like this, because I feel like you rather have done your okay. So for some of you guys, it's like you meet somebody and then you have contrast within that relationship, and you grow a whole heck of a lot as a person through that relationship. I feel like that's what you've done in the past, and you gained enough to know exactly what you appreciate these days. You know exactly how you like it, how you want it. You know exactly what you don't want. And so therefore, coming together with this person, it's always good to have things not thrown at you, but things like contrast, the opposition of what you want, if that makes sense, which always brings you to more questions, more seeking answers, more the second you have a problem, you have a new solution. That is just the evolution of our species, and so you don't want to get rid of that. But I don't feel that there's going to be too much. You're so different, and so you have to grow a whole heck of a lot because they are such a, they're really mean sometimes, or none of that. It's just complete love, so friendly, so kind. And the way that you grow, I feel like, is more together against the problems rather than having a problem and throwing it back and forth between each other, if that makes sense. So they know who they are, you know who you are, and it's easy. It just flows. It is what it feels like. On the bottom is this stability and efficiency. Taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. That just describes the whole energy. I feel this is what they feel like. Cancer. This could be you. It's such similar energy between you guys. And I do want to add like the silly stuff, like, and I love shrimp, and they love shrimp too. Like, I don't know. And then the sun. I just love the sun. I mean, I'm a Leo, and so the sun is sort of my card. It's sort of the Leo card. And when the sun comes out, it's like, it's just telling that everything is good. It could be a Leo that you're dealing with, Cancer. But I feel like this, again, it's the third spiritual border. It's the third purple border. We have the number 19, and this is the sun. So starting with the sun, it's the center of the universe. It's meant to be. It's as clear as the sun. It's shining. It's bright. It's illuminating, I think you say. It illuminates everything. You coming together will like rise everything to the next level. Just being in their presence for you means that you're gonna take things to another level, and for them, they're gonna say, oh my God, no, it's me who gets to rise to another level because of you. So it's like you really are lifting each other's spirits. Like it is really beautiful. And then with the sunflowers there as well, just all the gorgeousness around you guys, I feel like it's really, it is going to make you step into, if you've been with people in the past and you've been on your spiritual path, or you've been on your path that is, what should I say? Your life path. What is your passion in life? It feels like maybe you've been somewhat held back from your previous partners, or they haven't understood your spiritual path, or I'm not saying that they have to be exactly the same for you to be able to love them, or for you to be able to be with them, but they need to be on board with whatever freedom you seek in your spiritual path. And I feel like this time coming in with this person for you guys, whatever it is that you want to do, if it takes a lot of time away from them sometimes, or if it, something like that, they will be just cheering you on. It's like, yay, go do that. I'll find something to do in the meantime. Miss you like crazy, but go do it. Like, they will support you and they will carry you through that. Or rather, if you say, I don't know if I should do that, like it takes so much time away from you, maybe even from kids, they'll be the type of person that say, I got the kids. Like, we'll Skype, they will be the type of person who really wants to work with you, who wants to lift you and elevate bring more passion into your passion, bring more enlightenment into your spiritual path. And it's all new to you. I feel like it's like you feel so good, because usually not only did you not have to somewhat say that you wanted to do something, and then you had to argue for it because you always felt held back. That's due to all of this. That is the perfect plan. That's the perfect contrast. So there's nothing wrong with that, but it's also very, very nice when you step into what you're meant to be in. And then the number 19, first, it is a number 1. So we have the number 1 again, which is new beginnings, a fresh new start, or a rekindling, and we have the number 9, which speaks about an ending it can be an ending. So I think it's an ending more like towards where you came from and what you're stepping into now. But in terms of this, with these cards and the energy that I feel, the number 9 here in this particular reading stands for the unconditional love. It's just pure unconditional love. And if 2% of this Earth's inhabitants understand that one, we should be lucky. So it is a gorgeous energy coming in here. Then the number 19 for me stands for the Prince of Heaven, or the Princess of Heaven. I've added the Princess of Heaven. The Prince of Heaven is just, it is them, it is they, it's your person, it's time. The feeling I have, it's time to come home. It's like, okay, there you are. Good to have you here. Good to have you back. That sort of feeling. It is just gorgeous. I am a bit lost for words to describe the giggly, butterfly, spring-y feeling. And since I keep coming back to the spring feeling, it is around. I mean, I would say that we're probably a bit early into spring, but I still feel the spring. For some of you guys, this might happen like around March, April. But for some of you guys, this is now. This is for the upcoming 2 weeks, and you will step into this kind of energy. So just completely continue to love yourself, continue to do whatever you're doing, because it's working. The energy that I pick up on you, this specific group, is that these cards are coming out. So whatever you've done in the past, keep doing it, because it clearly is working. So they're coming, guys. It's beautiful. 1, 4, 19. The Sun, the Emperor, the Magician. I mean, it's really, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, I forgot to read. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. More or less what I said. Like, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep thinking the way you've been thinking. Keep treating or nourish yourself the way you've been doing it, and it's all going to work out so good. Horse is like walking on golden ground here. It's so beautiful. Okay, guys, I hope it helps and uplifts you. It got a bit sunny here in here now, so it's a good thing. I'm gonna close off the reading. And happy Valentine's Day. I hope to see you back in a week for your general reading from the universe. And please subscribe on your way out if you haven't already. Take care. Bye.